Bitcoin is at $72,373 per coin right now. We are centimeters away from all-time highs. What a beautiful monthly candle here on the chart. I am very excited to see this play out exactly as we've been talking about and discussing for the last couple of weeks. Ultimately, everyone in crypto has been waiting for this breakout for the last 8 months, and it is finally here. I feel like it is the most applicable to look at on the monthly chart, but if we were to zoom in on the daily or weekly chart, you'll see an even more beautiful setup, because not only did we get the weekly close 2 weeks ago outside of this channel that we had been in for 8 months, but the following week we got a retest and a strong bounce off of that retest and showed support. So we broke out, retested as support, and we are off to the races. It is even more visible on the daily chart. That is very clean. That is textbook breakout, literally out of a textbook bull flag. And right now, how far away from all-time highs are we, guys? We are 2% away from all-time highs. We are 2% away from all-time highs. That is a simple 1 hour candle that is bullish on Bitcoin. We are potentially 1 hour away. Now, we are pretty extended right now on the daily chart, but that literally means nothing to Bitcoin. When Bitcoin starts moving, Bitcoin does not take no for an answer. How is everyone doing here? Good morning, Zach. Congrats on being first. Good morning, Steve the Canadian. Definitely smash that like button on the way through the door. Let's go. Good morning, Truth. Good morning, MK. C90, good morning. Supthuna, what's good? I'm very excited. As you can tell, everything this morning has been very beautiful. I'm still in the Jupiter swap trade. We're currently up $1,469, $64, $62. Oh God, 67. There we go. We're going back up. I'm currently still in the trade. I am waiting to see if we can get a little bit of a push upwards on Jupiter swap. I'm hoping that it can maintain and ride some of the momentum once Bitcoin starts to calm down here a little bit and we get a little bit of a lag effect as the other coins start breaking out. Solana does look like it is also trying to break out of its range that it's been in since the same time frame, right? We were putting in lower lows. So hopefully Solana can lag Bitcoin a little bit and get that breakout back to all-time highs. And the theory is that Jupiter swap will as well. However, I do not want to be in any of my trading positions come time of the election. I think the volatility is going to be too scary for me, and I would like to just be sitting on the sidelines. The election night is 1 week from today. Hopefully everyone is ready to go, because this is going to be a very monumental election. Most of the market, and I think as evidenced by the breakout on Bitcoin, is expecting a Trump victory here. But we are going to have to wait and see. I'm going to leave it at that, because I just found out right before clicking live that my Instagram just got suspended for the second time. Deleted, suspended, whatever you want to call it. I've lost my TikTok, and now I've lost my Instagram for the second time. So hopefully I can just keep my mouth shut a little bit and stop saying controversial things. But the election is going to be very, very interesting. LOL, not data lake, RIP. It's all right, because you know what is happening to decentralized science right now as a whole? We are above $500 million in market cap. Total market cap for decentralized science, according to CoinGecko, is back above $500 million. That is all thanks to WellShare Health being added into the CoinGecko arsenal of decentralized science projects. This is a huge milestone. We have finally recaptured this $500 million threshold. Remember, in my humbled opinion, we will be seeing the entire decentralized science space market cap be well above $20 billion, which is about a 50x from here, 40x from here, 45, whatever it is. I think that is the base case. I would like to see us hit a 2% threshold for the entire crypto space, which I don't think is that crazy, and which would in fact put us at a $200 billion market cap if we see a $10 trillion market cap for all of crypto. But I have a lot of cool things I want to talk about today, including a list of things that are happening in the world of DeSci that I think you guys need to be well aware of, because as we see Bitcoin continuing to break out, we're up to $1,500 profit on this trade now, finally, let's go. As we continue to see Bitcoin break out, hopefully hitting this $90,000 circle that I've drawn here, come the end of the year. That is my personal target. It looks like we're way out shooting it, but I hope that each of you guys have your bags packed, because eventually we will see the rocketing upwards, or the movement, or the life that we've been waiting for in a lot of these different altcoins that we're in. I'm talking about the AI coins you've been patiently packing your bags on. I'm talking about the DeSci coins you've been patiently packing your bags on. I'm talking about the DPIN coins that you've been patiently... All of these projects that are fundamentally strong, once we see Bitcoin do that breakout and come find that next area of support, expect to see your bags pump, because that is historically how the money flows through everything. I see you guys are chatting a lot. Your volume seems low. I don't know what that is. Well, I know what volume is, but I don't know what you're saying when it comes as it pertains to that. Noble looks okay though. Noble's looking okay. Noble's alive right now. That's the most we can ask for. Noble decided to wake up a little bit today. There we go. Noble is up 12.33%. I should not show you the rest of the chart, but we are having a pretty nice little green rebound today. Showcase a little bit of liveliness in the chart. Somebody bought $5,500 worth of it earlier today, which was pretty cool to see. The Telegram definitely got very excited over that. It is, I mean, ultimately just down to where it was last week, but it is showing some strength, so that's cool. Hopefully that was the bottom. It did feel, as far as market sentiment, that was the bottom, and with all of the updates rolling out, it is time for the scientists to come on and start using it, but that's not what I was here to talk about. I was here to go through a series of interesting things that I think you guys should be paying attention to when it comes to the world of decentralized science. First one up is that ValleyDAO has launched their IPT, their raise for HempNet, which we've talked about a couple times. They're trying to raise a few tens of thousands of dollars in order to initiate research to be able to use hemp as a substitute to the cotton industry. One of the issues is that hemp is a little bit too rigid. And so they found an enzyme that can break some of the proteins and make it less rigid so that they can actually use it industrially and push it forward in the industry. The reason hemp wasn't being used prior and why cotton had such a stronghold on the industry has a lot to do with the stigma behind weed and how hemp is the same plant as weed despite it not containing any of the cannabinoids. And so hemp, or I don't know if it's the cannabinoids, it might not, but hemp just got stigmatized in the war on drugs, and then there was legislation that was preventing the industry. That was removed in 2018, and so it seems like an arms race right now to figure out who can solve this problem and get to mass production. ValleyDAO, with HempNet, seems as if they are in a good position to do that, and they are giving away up to $2,000 to people who contribute to this raise. Okay? You hear me? Let's go look and see. My bags have been packed for 6 months, baby. Let's go. Let's go. So they've raised 12. They've raised 12.25 ETH so far, and they are doing a giveaway to try and incentivize people to at least look into it and pay attention to see if they want to. So very, very exciting opportunity here. I'm bullish on that and the giveaway. Like, I think this is going to be a slam dunk. Remember, Catalyst is just like Pumped Up Fun, in which early contributors to stuff like this get in at a very small market cap. This just getting off of this website, which I believe fully that it will, give it all the way upwards of like a $400,000 market cap. So you're looking at like a quick little 5x. How'd Research Hub do? Yes, Steve, that was the next thing we were going to talk about. Research Hub. Dun, 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 dun. Let me see what you guys have been saying, though. Well, you are saying the right things when they suspend you. I agree with you completely, MK. Unfortunately, the broader people in charge do not. Oh, is grass up today? Bullish. Bullish, bullish, bullish. Research Hub, thanks quite literally to you guys, was able to get into 10th place. Now you guys know what that means. That means that they are being considered for the most beneficial blockchain project for the betterment of humanity. It is blockchain for good. They made it to top 10, meaning now we are onto the stage in which the judges are going to dictate which of these top 10, which it just disappeared for some reason, which of these top 10 are truly the winners. And this is going to give decentralized science a huge step up. The notoriety behind it gives it a huge step up in the face of the broader markets, right? The broader crypto markets. So it is very exciting. You guys are literally the reason that Research Hub got into the top 10. So I want to give everyone here a shout out because all of you guys, round of applause. W's in the chat for you guys. I promised 5 winners of the 100 research coin each. So 500 research coin in total, 100 each to the top 5 contributors to this initiative. And so I don't know if you guys kept track of how many times you each voted, but we need to now discern who is getting the awards here. So I guess I'll figure that out today and send out all the research coin to you guys, depending on who it is that won, but it is now time. Should I take my profits on the, should I take the 1525 now? Yesterday, you guys told me to take it at 1300. And so I feel like you're trying to sabotage my trade here. I feel like you guys are trying to sabotage something here. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong, but this is very exciting, guys. This is very, very exciting. And I'm going to be honest here. Okay. This is where I'm just going to talk to you guys. So anyone who's not in the DeSci Shillers chat, please close your ears right now, okay? This is specific to the people in the DeSci Shillers. Research Hub saw what we did, okay? Research Hub saw the activation of DeSci Shillers. They're in the Telegram. They're in there with us. Research Hub, officials from Research Hub are in the Telegram with us, okay? And so they now know the power that you guys hold. It made waves in DeSci. I saw some other founders join after we did it, which means people are talking about what you guys did. So let's keep that ball moving. Honestly, we just a proof of concept to how powerful community can be. So let's make that noise and let's make the DeSci projects understand that community is what drives your project forward. Yes, you can have really cool technology, but if nobody knows about it, it doesn't matter. And so I want you guys really to acknowledge what you guys did and pat yourself on the back because we made some motion. We made some motion, baby. Kind of helps there was a large push at the end, shows promise. I completely agree. And Steve the Canadian, on top of that, Research Hub only got into the top 10 by literally 3 votes. Literally 3 votes. If there were 3 or 4 votes less, it wouldn't have gotten into the top 10. So by the skin of your nails, if that's the saying, Research Hub got in there. So that's crazy. W. LOL 2, sir. Hold until $10 jupe. That would be an insane trade, my guy. A $10 Jupiter. Let's see. What would that put us at? What would that put this trade at? Oh my God. Scoop. So right now we're up $1,500 on it, right? And so I believe it's for every percent I'm making $100. Yeah. Every percent makes $100. So if we were to go all the way up to $10, we're looking at 1,000%. It'd be $100,000. Bullish. I'm down for it. Should we hold all the way through? Make 100 grand off of a $2,500 leverage? But that would be one of the craziest trades ever. And I do think Jupiter Swap is going upwards of $10. So I do think it's on the table. But I also don't want to get crazy greedy and be like, ha 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 ha. That would be cool as fuck though. Everyone say it back now. Good morning, Dawn. Good morning, Dawn. They know the power of, no, not the power of Patrick. They know the power of DeSci Shillers, of those investors. They understand the power of community. So this is bullish. GM Dylan Don, GM Donald. I love how you misquote every saying. Well, what the hell, man? I'm trying my best out here. Did you get what I was saying? That's all that matters. That's all that matters. Next up in the world of decentralized science, and this is important for you guys. This is actually a very important thing because it is free money. Free money, ladies and gentlemen. if you partook in round 1 of the Biogenesis auction, if you guys partook in round 1 of the Biogenesis auction, you can now come and claim more bio because they lowered the valuation everyone got in on for the first round. And so they're giving extra vested bio tokens. So come on in here, the link I just put in the chat, and claim your extra tokens so they don't go to waste. You can't get access to them right away. There is a cliff and some vesting, but that's quite all right as they are debuting at a $100 million valuation, or at least that's what's happening at the round that's going on right now. And if you took place in round 1, they lowered the valuation from 100 million down to 85 million. So you're getting a little, like, what is that, 24% gains, which is nice. That's pretty nice. They're just handing you that. And then I'm assuming that because of what this token is, what the bio token is, I'm assuming that this is going to be a very, very valuable project. While it is raising at a $100 million valuation, so that is very high for what we normally look at, I believe that bio has the potential of being a $5 billion project at the peak of this bull run, which is a 50x. I know that's a little bit high, so if you're not as bullish on DeSci as me, maybe you think it barely touches a billion, which would be a 10x. That is reasonable. That is some pretty decent returns. And I just think it's important for you guys to go ahead and grab your tokens if you partook already. Again, if you don't remember, BioXYZ, Bio Protocol, is acting as an index fund for the suite of bio DAOs that they create. And so they've created Athena DAO, they've helped create Cryo DAO, they've helped create Grow DAO, they've helped create, or it's Valley DAO, they've helped create Hair DAO, they've helped create Cerebrum DAO, Psi DAO, Vita DAO, and then Research Hub added into the index fund that is BioToken. Now they've also are launching Long COVID DAO, Rare Disease DAO, and Quantum Biology DAO, which I think are pretty interesting. All they're going to do is increase the value of the bio token, right? The more DAOs they spin out, the more the valuation of this token goes up as it acts as an index fund for these tokens. And so I think it's a slam dunk as far as a play on exposure within decentralized science. Rather than having to go through and purchase each one of these coins, you can just buy the index fund of it. And so you don't have to pay as much attention. So this is probably a liquidity grab for them, I do think it's a good idea. I think it's a really good idea. Oh no, I'm losing money. What the hell, guys? You guys should have made me sell it. Why I'm going, this is your fault. Look at that. You guys should have made me sell. You guys convinced me to hold to $10 and now we're losing hundreds of dollars. Why? So that's the summary on bio as it pertains to the next update we were going to talk about, the skin of your teeths. Good morning, Takarid. Good afternoon, Takarid. We got 12 viewers and only 9 likes, so a little bit weirded out, man. I don't know. I feel like there's probably a glitch. If we don't get up to 12 likes, I'm gonna have to confiscate some of your noble tokens, guys. So that's a harsh thing. It's not me though, it's the boss. There's a summary here from Molecule of all of the different Catalyst projects that are going on right now. So it's pretty bullish to see what's happening. Oh, I thought this was more of a summary. I pulled up the wrong post. But they've raised over 150 ETH since the initiation of Catalyst. And again, these are a bunch of different projects that are out there. We talk about it a lot. They're not doing any real marketing for any of them. And so it's really just them. It's early stage biotech or biopharma VC investing. So it's hella risky. However, they're handpicking projects and research that already has a proof of concept that they just need to raise funds to get through clinical trials. Getting through clinical trials is one of the hardest things you can do. And so it's kind of hit or miss as to if they are going to get through. But I believe that they are pretty determined on at least raising the funds for each of these, which will give us the opportunity to speculate on if they get through or not. And so while it is going to take some time, you're getting in at such a crazy low valuation. And if you really look at this, 140 days from now, the token will be trading. And what else is supposed to be happening 140 days from now? Some pure euphoria in the crypto markets. So it'll be later in the cycle. We'll be seeing a lot of people entering into new niches that haven't really been explored. And we'll see a trickle down into some of the stuff that's on Catalyst, in my humbled opinion. This is my thesis, at least. And so by getting in at some of these valuations that are under $100,000 in market cap, I mean the ones that have already made it off the platform entirely and into the free market, are trading in the tens of millions of dollars in market cap. Some of them under. I think there's really only 2 of them. And we pull it up all the time, but I might as well pull it up for you guys again here so that we can take a look. Because remember, you get into something like HempNet at a $71,000 market cap. And then you come look over at, what's taking so long? At Vita RNA, which is one of the ones that I put some money into recently at an $11 million market cap. What is that? A 10x would be 700,000. A 100x would be a 7 million. So you're looking at like 120x on your money if it were to get to something like Vita RNA, which is all pre-clinical trials. This is all before they actually make it out to the market. This is just speculation on what could possibly be happening in the future. But the speculative aspect of all of these assets is that it's that. There is no liquidity. So don't expect to make millions of dollars off of stuff like this. But I view it as a very low risk thing, to be completely honest. Because it's such a novel thing, the founders aren't really interested in having them fail. Each, like Hemp Knitwear, Valley DAO, is very determined to make this work. So they're going to do everything in their power to make their first one work. You know? At least get to the stage in which people can speculate on it. Also, they will be available in the US. Bullish. Poseidon DAO. Yes. Tell us about Biohacker for sure. For sure. Smash the like button or I'll send your bags to 0. Thank you for the threat, Don. Appreciate it. You can have my noble tokens. No, truth. Please, please. Okay. Biohacker DAO. So let me go over to, and then we'll talk about Poseidon. But yes, they are doing the plan is to do a Fjord sale for Poseidon Beagle. The thing is, only if they're going to have enough tokens after the pink sale to do a Fjord Foundry sale, right? So the plan is yes, but we'll see. So Biohacker DAO is not one of the official sweeps from Bio Protocol, interestingly enough. What they're doing is trying to find different ways that you can biohack your body. For example, they've been really posting a lot about your microbiome. And so your Bible is wrong. Here is the true Bible, although I don't think that was the post I was thinking about. Right here. Bacteria is the real God. So right now, what they're focused on is biohacking your body by... Did they delete it? What the hell? It was a good post too. By implementing small little tactics that you could do to change and improve upon your body, right? So getting 8 hours of sleep, it's free. You can literally improve 89%, I've just made that statistic up, of your entire life by just getting 8 hours of sleep. You don't want to believe me and you want to sacrifice your sleep in order to make more money and do cool things and push yourself, you're going to die earlier. The statistics don't lie. That is explicitly what's going to happen. You're going to get a bunch of diseases, you're going to be tired, you're not going to be as productive, and you'll die prematurely to what you could possibly live. It's just point blank. A lot of it has to do, a lot of what we're finding is that your gut microbiome controls a good chunk of your body. So if you don't want to get as sick, take care of your gut microbiome by feeding them what they want. And so biohacking, as it pertains to different little advancements that you can do for your body, yes, as far as adding attachments and stuff like that. But what they're really focused in on is how can we make you the strongest you can possibly be? There's genetic coding inside of us that actually is preventing us from really being the strongest that we can be. A classic example is a mother whose child is underneath a car, and you hear that story of the mother lifting up the car and the child being able to be rescued, and it's how the fuck did the mother lift a car up? and she tore all of her bones in her, or all of the ligaments in her body because she shouldn't have done that. But her body removed those blockers momentarily to be able to lift it up. And so part of biohacking would be figuring out how we could do that, remove those blockers to actually make it so that you can use 100% of your body. I know you guys have definitely heard of it about how you don't use 100% of your brain. And so part of biohacking would be, how do we make it so that you can actually access 100% of your brain power? Stuff like that. That is Biohacker DAO in a nutshell. They did just have their raise. So they'd closed out round 1 of their crowdfunding. They raised $100,000 from 63 backers, including Aura Science, This Investor, that's a cool name for an account, Muse Matrix, YY Ventures, Vitalia City, and VitaDAO. And so they did pretty good. They did it on Juicebox. What I'm excited about by this one, okay, is that nobody knew it was happening. I told you guys here on the live stream that it was happening because I wanted you guys to know about it, right? But at the time, nobody knew that it was going on. And so we got to get in at a low valuation. They're still raising funds, but it's for a continuation round. So they've closed and took a screenshot of who was in the initial rounds. And now they're continuing to have it ongoing so they can continue to raise some extra funds for the next round and everything. And I don't know all of the exact details behind it, and so I'm sorry. I only know as much as you guys know about this and the brief call that I had with the founder. But he didn't tell me anything really about the valuations, and he does not know exactly what the tokenomics are going to look like. I believe that could have changed since then, so don't quote me on it exactly. But because as you can see right here, 1 ETH gets you 435 tokens. So I think there it is. Total token supply, 232,899. Here's an important thing I need you guys to pay attention to, okay? Listen closely to what I'm saying. The difference between what Axon DAO did and what Cryo DAO did has to do with this stage of the fundraising. How many of you guys remember Cryo DAO? Can I see a show of hands? Can I see put an I in the chat if you remember Cryo DAO? I. Zach, the plan is for Poseidon to be available in the US, but they have to talk to their legal regulators. I've got the 8 hours sleep and it didn't really help. Now I'm walking on the trails during lunch like right now. I mean, hey, being outside is healthy. Walking around is very healthy, so I'm proud of you, C90. I think the brain thing is just an urban legend. We use most of our brain. Yeah, I believe it. XRP maxis proved the other way. You guys are funny. Yes, Talkerid, the frozen banana. Biohacker research also says that if you avoid holding Noble, you will have longer lifespan. Mods, get Beagle out of here. Remove Beagle from the chat. You're banned. You're gone. You're gone. Yes. Okay. So most of you guys, all of you guys remember Cryo DAO. So what happened with Cryo DAO is that while they were in the initial pre-sale raise, they got a shit ton of attention, and they managed to raise like $2 million or something crazy like that. 3 million, I don't remember. Millions of dollars for this raise. But what that did, because of the tokenomics, nobody would listen to me about it, and I was trying to tell Lucas, to be blank, that this is not the greatest idea, because what happened is that all of that money went and issued new tokens. So they didn't have a cap on how many tokens there were going to be. They didn't. And so it was dependent on the raise. So the more money they raised, the higher the valuation became for the entire raise, which means that when they launched at overvalued or fair valued. And we never got to see a price increase of Cryo. What happened with Axon is nobody knew about them when they were doing the raise. Not a soul. We did no marketing for them. Nobody knew about it. I told some of you guys about it, and we got to get in at that crazy low valuation that they were raising at. And so then once they issued the token and began marketing and drew in that attention, the price went 200x up. Right? This is why I did not publicly endorse Biohacker, and I did not go around anywhere except for to you guys to tell you guys about it, because I don't want the valuation to go higher than what it is right now. I don't want it to be that high. $123,000 is even lower than what Axon was. It is perfect. I don't know, and I doubt it would do the same thing Axon did. Axon was like a grand slam. The stars aligned for that one. This one, I don't know. But if it goes from $123,000 market cap up to a $5 million market cap, oh, look at that. You just made a 20x, you know? But if we draw a ton of attention to it and it goes and raises up to a $5 million valuation, what's it going to do from there? If that's fair value, that's fair value. And you just got there before you had any price appreciation. You guys follow. 3 million for cryo is insane. Insane. Mods, take 100 Noble from Beagle. Yes. Take $3 from him, mods. Take $3 from Beagle. Although I think it's $4 now, actually. Okay. Let's be factually correct. Oh, it's 40 cents. Hey, but we're going up. We're going up, baby. We're going up. I've already outlined all the bullish things for Noble, so I don't need to do that right now. One thing I do need to do, though. Wait a second. Let me pull up the graphic. It's important that I talk about it right now. Noble Blocks AMA. 100,000 Noble in giveaways, which I didn't know about until they made this graphic. But it's going to be on X, 9 a.m. on October 31st. It will be recorded. I think I just got Delroy to delegate the Noble Blocks account to me. That way I can then go on and make the X space so that we can all share it around and bookmark it and schedule it in so we can be there. It'll be recorded, of course. Delroy will be there, Shelly will be there, and me and Aaron will be there to talk about Noble Blocks and answer all the questions. I'm also going to put in the Noble Blocks Telegram a form that everyone can fill out with any questions that you guys really want the answer to so that we can just understand what it is you guys are going to ask. If it's just going to be when marketing, it's not going to be advantageous to anything that we're doing. So please, I know you guys aren't going to be the people doing that, but if you could not just ask stupid questions, that would be greatly appreciated. Give us actual things to talk about, not just, why don't you talk to us? Why don't you, you know what I mean? It's not going to be good because we're getting the rare Delroy sighting here. We're getting the rare Delroy sighting. So please, please, please be, at least you guys, be welcoming of him so he doesn't just crawl back into his little dev cave and never talk to us again. Okay? But this is going to be very exciting. I'm very happy that we got him to be on this and do an X space because I myself even have some questions for him. And so it's going to be advantageous to all of us. And hopefully we get some clarity as to, well, when marketing. But just like, don't bombard him with that simple little question. Let's just let it organically happen. You know what I'm saying? You know what I am saying? I know you guys understand it. Don't spook the Delroy. Exactly. It's like the groundhog for whether or not winter's going to extend or not. It's like if he sees his shadow, if you guys scare him, he's going back in the cave and we won't see him again for another month or two. And we'll just get random messages of an update that happened and we'll be like, woo! But like, let's not do that, okay? 3 million for cryo. I didn't want to correct you. All for me, Noise. What about Mandy? Mandy's in the other room. She probably hears us questioning. So only one Diddy Oil question per person. C90, no Diddy Oil questions. He will immediately just end it and just leave. Probably not, but he's going to be like, all right, you guys want marketing? Why on earth would I want any of you guys posting on my site? This group is full of Diddy Oil. Oh my God. YouTube stream Thursday? If so, you have to wear a costume. Is Thursday Halloween? Oh, it is Halloween. Oh, man. He scheduled the X space for 9 a.m. on Halloween. And then I have to... All right, I'll wear my costume on Thursday. I can do that. We got 2 days. I'll wear my costume on Thursday. That's going to be funny. And it's the raid, so we'll do a costume raid party. No, you guys are getting too excited about Diddy right now. Tone it down. Tone it down. Next up on the list of things I wanted to talk about was the thing that Axon posted the other day. Did you know that 98% of the world's data has been generated over the last 10 years? Isn't that crazy? Think about how long humans have been alive for, and understand that 98% of all information on humans that has ever existed that we are aware of, little caveat there, 10 years, 98% of it. Its value is $5 trillion. And over the next 10 years, as biodata collection from sensors and wearables accelerate, the value is projected to 3 to 5x to well over 20. God damn. How am I lagging? How am I lagging? Except I think that YouTube is just going to automatically censor that. All right, let's see. I think we're back. I think we're in action again. I just don't think that there was enough stream data from OBS to actually go to 2 different sources. And so it decided to just like screw both of them instead of prioritizing one. All right. Thank you guys for waiting patiently for the return of this investor. What was I saying? I wanted to take the rest of the stream to go look at different cryptos on the charts. Lag switch, let's go. That's better. I just closed out of the X stream. Apparently X is one of the laggiest websites in all of modern history. All of the websites that currently exist that are mass websites, X is by far the worst when it comes to lagginess. And it's just like everyone is such a diehard for it that nobody gives a shit, and they just still continue to use it. No, a Diddy DOS attack. That's crazy. A DDoS attack, but it's Diddy DOS. Yes, it is a W. Derek suggestion. All right, Don. The oil and pirate flags mods, put this user in a timeout. Damn it, Don. Damn it, Don. Doug Dimmadon. What are some projects we should look at? What's CYG up to? Ooh. Ooh, it's up 9.3% today. Back up to $1.30. That is bullish. Let's wait patiently for that breakout to happen. My goodness. This thing is cooking. These are the different price levels in which I am expecting to take some